Now, a fishing legend in his own mind. Here's Rick Jordan.
Hey, good morning. Great to be back in studio after sitting out for a week.
Oh, yeah.
That
had to be terrible duty last week, sitting on the deck and enjoying the weather.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. No, it wasn't.
Did you catch fish while you were there? I
Did
hope?
catch some fish,
good.
yeah. Not a lot and not huge, but regularly.
All right.
Good weather, too. Very good weather. And it's good to be home.
Yeah.
And it's good to talk to guys like Russ Francisco at Marine General Supply. Top of the morning, Russell.
How are you?
Pretty good. Great to be home.
Good.
I'm lying.
Yeah, good to fish. Good to fish the local lakes. Fishing is good. So.
Oh, I ran into a guy who said, "Do you go to Marine General a lot? You're from, introduce. Where are you from? Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Duluth." He said, "Oh, you got to go to Marine General." And I said, "Okay." And he told him what I did. And he said, "Well, please say hi to Russ Francisco." But I forgot the guy's name.
Well, there's a lot of people out there, Lots of, when you're as old as me, you've met a lot of people in your life.
You are very well respected in the business, so keep that up.
We will keep doing it as long as we can. As long as the good Lord lets us stand on 2 feet, we'll be in good shape.
Well, I know you're bringing up a family that knows fishing. You got a grandson who fishes almost professionally. He
fishes all the time. He's always got something going on. This week it was brook trout. He and I are going to go do some crappie fishing this week. So, a lot of kids get stuck on bass fishing, and that's fine. But it's like good athletes in high school. They play baseball and football and soccer and stuff. And so I keep telling kids, fish all the fish because you'll get better at bass fishing walleyes and fishing crappies. I mean, it just hones your ability to sense when something's on the end of the line. So do lots of kinds of fishing. You won't regret it. That is a very good thought. You're right. And if you just sit on the bridge and fish for sunfish, you're missing out on a lot of other activities in the water. Yep.
So, yep.
You bet.
So, hey, you learned to fish on the St. Louis River, upper part.
And all the creeks going into it, mostly brook trout and stuff when we were kids, After school, you'd run up and fish brookies and stuff. And at that time, the clubs were planting lots of fish, so you could catch lots of little brookies and stuff. And that is something that really tends to make you smart because you have to pay attention, right? Mm-hmm. So it makes you a better fishing person. Stream fishermen and people that fly fish are very, very good at what they do because they have to pay attention. It makes them better inland fishermen.
Who handed you your first rod? Who'd you learn from?
My dad.
Good.
Yeah.
My dad was afraid of water. Apparently, as a kid, he almost drowned, and he said, "I don't want anything to do with it. You go fishing if you want. Be careful." But I had a couple of cousins that took me out. We fished bass in Missouri.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of bass, but it's just like fishing walleyes up here. So there.
Yeah, it is. In fact, I think I've told you the story before. I was in Tennessee once, going down to fish with some folks, and we got there, and people were catching these walleyes, and they were mad as heck catching these walleyes. And I said, "Why are you throwing them fish back? Those are perfect." He says, "Garbage fish, bottom feeders, walleyes." And I said, No. He says, "We're on bass. We're going home and having bass dinner." I said, "You eat bass?" And I'm thinking, I learned something that we're all different. And so that's where it was at. So it's but nowadays people down in Tennessee enjoy a good walleye dinner too. They've all learned, and so it's an interesting thing. Different parts of the country, and not that far away. 10 hours makes a big difference.
I think the media had something to do with it. I think some various magazines finally grabbed the walleye and wrote good things about it.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't know. It sure has changed from 30 years ago. That's for sure.
Sure has. Yeah. Do you fish now? I know you're working 25 hours a day, but do you have time to fish?
Oh yeah, I've been out. I was out this year 6 times. That's
good.
4 times more than last year. So it's getting easier as the gang. I don't know if they take over, but as they're doing more of my job, and that's important because I'm still working the warehouses and I can still roll tents and stuff like that. But I got to tell you, an ice tent or a big something heavy like a kayak that I used to throw under my arm and walk away with. It's getting harder and harder to do. I want it to move, but it don't move as good. I can still get it done. I'm just a little bit slower, so it's good that we have young guys to come in and hustle me up a little bit. So that's good.
Remember the days when we had to pull a rope to start an outboard motor?
Yep.
No more.
Yeah, I grew up, and so did you, in the era where you wrapped around the flywheel and pulled.
Oh, yep.
You know?
And if anybody was behind you, they got twopped in the face.
Oh, I remember a good friend of mine, Doug Nelson, and I were out and fishing, and the motor wasn't starting. I said, well, here, let me see. And just about the time I said, here, let me see, he pulled that thing, and I got an elbow right between the eyes. Mm-hmm. You had to be careful.
The good old days. You have a boat? Do you have a boat?
I have several. Yeah. I've got my little 14-foot boat that I use for a lot of stuff, you know, and then I've got the 18-footer. I sold my bigger boat. I just didn't get a chance to use it, you know, and about this time of year is when I start to have a little time, but then it gets dark so quick. So it's all, you know, kayaks, canoes, 14-footers, 18-footers, stuff like that, usable stuff. One nice thing about you know, a little bit, it's nice to have something between 18 and 20 feet because you can go anywhere with it. And so that's really a handy thing. So you can go inland with it, you can go on the big lake with it. So those are nice boats for people like me, anyway.
Yeah.
And so that works out well.
Where's through your life, and I know you're 55 years old.
Right.
Same as me. Over the years that you did fish, what was your absolute 100% I got to go back favorite?
Oh, boy. I really like Lac Seul in Canada because the fish are suicidal. So it's so easy to catch fish there. So I really like that. It's out in the wilderness. I also like Shawinigan Bay a lot.
Oh,
and, you know,
really?
it's close to home, but it's really a nice place and mix of fish. But it's not overdeveloped, you know, so that's sort of nice. You know, so it's places like that. You know, I spent a lot of time in Canada when my dad liked to go to Canada, and then when Butch Furton was still doing shows, we went to Canada a bunch. And we had a good time up there. It's just, you know, wilderness and it's quiet, and it was really nice.
Well, I can't top that one. You got it. You win. Island Lake has been coughing up some fish for us. We get bass, and some big northern. It's good.
Yep, and people are still catching some walleyes and stuff. It's been they've been a little smaller. They've been hard to find the bigger ones, but fish has been good everywhere. I mean, we didn't really get we didn't get a bad month. It was a good month, but maybe it was because spring was so cold. Lakes are just starting to bloom out, you know, a little bit late. Even my garden in the backyard, you know, I have all these big green plants with not very much fruit on them. And in the last week, it just went nuts, you know, cauliflower, broccoli, and everything. So I'm thinking, okay, we're just that far behind. That's just the way it is. So we'll probably have a good, you know, we'll get into Labor Day here and have a good run of it. I noticed that customers have switched back to rigging their boats. And so it's you know, it was all water skis and kayaks and let's get out on the water. All of a sudden, it's depth sounders and track. And I'm just by the side door at the store, and there's rods and reels going on. They're spooling, and I think it's like spring. You know, it's just crazy. So now I think the hot weather and the smoke and late spring, you know, with the ice, I think got everybody behind. And all of a sudden, bam, we're on, and everybody's trying to get going and going. So it's we'll keep ahead of it. But we had to switch gears a little bit, and the guy said, "The guys, you better start ordering some summer stuff here." Yeah. So that's okay.
Is there one spot on the Russ Francisco wish list for fish?
You mean someplace to go fishing?
Yeah.
I would like, Manning and I talk about this all the time, Jason Manning and I, we would like to go to Lake El Salto in Mexico and fish bass.
Bueno.
Yeah, so we've talked about that a bunch of times, just to say we did it, and so we'll see. Eventually, maybe we'll do that. We'll see if we ever get time to do it. He's so busy at the Minuet, and I'm busy here, so we keep talking about it. It makes us feel good. I don't know. It's not tough to get out the door, you know.
Yes, I understand. I have a little more time because I only work, 20 minutes a week. Whatever Strandberg puts me up to, that's what I do. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. How's fishing been? What have you heard?
It's been good. Big Lake is a little tough right now because the water got warm. It's like 60 degrees to the bottom, so you have to get out a little farther. But the guys at Silver Bay called me last night, and they're catching cohos and Lakers and an occasional Chinook. They're doing really good. So the fish are just a little bit farther up the shore. So, again, back to that trailerable boat deal. You can go chase the fish down around here pretty good. Grand Marais was good. I talked to the boys up there. Couple of the commercial guys that net herring said they put the nets away for a day and grabbed their walleye boats and went inland and fishing up in the Gunflint is excellent and so they it's been just good, and I haven't heard really bad reports. Some days it's a little bit slower, but it's never no fish at all, so that's good.
Bait of choice on Lake Superior.
Well, it's where you are. If you're next to this warm water, those folks are going down fairly deep on downriggers with flies and dodgers, or to run a meat. Johnny Chelstrom's smelt, rig the smelt that's okay to use in the lake. It's got the tags out, so get them from John. So he builds that. He does all the seasoning or whatever they do to those things to make it legal in the lake.
It's
so
magic. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. And then up the shore, it's a lot of stick baits. The guys are still coming in and buying stick baits and tons of spoons. I mean, it is the spoon wall. We've got somebody on it all day long restocking it. So it's lots of spoons. So that's that's the in between water. So you can catch fish everywhere right now. I talked to guys down in Trommingen Bay. They've had to go out a little bit farther, but they've been jigging for whitefish, and they've been doing really good with whitefish too. So, like I say, fishing's pretty good everywhere.
Those spoons for Lake Superior, what colors?
It's sort of switched to greens, more greenish colors, bluish colors. If it was still, lots of purples and pinks and things like that.
Ooh,
but
pretty.
We're finding, we have the most, because we have so many custom painters. We have the best looking spoons in the whole country. People don't realize how lucky they are to live in this area, because people from all over the world call and say, "I need to get these spoons." How do you get those colors on there? And these guys are so talented. So we have the best looking spoons in the whole country. But they So anything in bright colors with orange on them, bright colors with green on them, bright colors with purple on them. So it's that's what it's been all summer, and now it's more spoons. But we're still, like I say, you get in that cold water. It's crazy. It's 61 degrees here, and up by Royal you can find 41 degrees. So it's a big lake, and when we get an east wind, it pushes the warm water this way, and the rest of the lake's cold.
It all changes.
It does.
Yep. Cool. Hey, what are the hours at Marine General Supply?
9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday, marinegeneral.com all the time. If you have any questions, call the 800 number. It's 800-777-8557. We ship every day.
Keep a tight line. Russ Francisco, thank you.
We're at 9:25. We'll take a break and be right back. All right, back with the fishing frenzy. Rick doing a little cleanup on aisle 5 over there, but
coffee.
Yeah.
Gravity. Klutzy hands.
Okay, yeah.
Pat, I spilled coffee on you.
Is there anything worse than spilled coffee?
Luckily,
in the morning before noon, is there anything worse than that?
You shouldn't waste coffee by pouring it on linoleum.
And then what's weird is it smells different once it's spilled.
Yeah.
And it's usually on a freshly laundered garment. But that's okay. We're here for you. We've been there.
Luckily, it was just linoleum, and Strandberg had a roll of paper towels. So
now that's why you keep him around. He's ready for everything.
He's my man.
It's happened before, in other words, yeah.
Yeah.
It happens here all the time.
Pat Kukul is with Superior Shooter Supply. And, hey, guess where? In Superior. And we are all getting ready for the hunting season.
Oh, God, we're just selling 2 shotguns as we speak here.
Really?
And, some really nice, our used shotgun, I've said this, really nice guns coming in. So one gentleman's taking advantage of that. And I actually pulled out some of the deer calls and scents and pulled those out yesterday. And we're getting ready, and that's what we do here.
Do deer calls really work?
Yeah, they do, depending on the season and where you are. And granted, we all know that some people are in areas where there's rather an abundance, and it doesn't matter. And also, they're more effective earlier in the season. I really believe that. But and that's, we're so late over here that we don't get to have that fun. And the archery season, it helps. But they do. And it makes it just an all-around more enjoyable experience, and it really does. But everybody's like everything else. It's a secret deer call, or I've got this one that works just like the scent. This worked really well, and that's part of it. That's part of it. It's part of the anticipation of hunting.
Well, do you have a tape or a record or something we could play and learn those secret calls?
Oh, no, you got to go on YouTube
just do it,
for that now. Yeah, there's YouTube. There's nothing you can't learn on YouTube now.
Oh, I know. I've been after my kids to stop that.
Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. I'm with you on that. But, yeah, I don't know where we'd do some of these. Well, I'm myself included with instructions, but that's really where we're getting our information for instruction now. It's a sad state of affairs, but here we are.
Yeah. It's too bad because we used to have Uncle Joe or Mary Larson to help us with the cooking or the cleaning or, I don't know, the hunting. But now it's TV.
It is, and the cookbooks, actually, I have all the old cookbooks. I don't cook, but we had a friend of ours, Sting, and I brought one of the cookbook was 50 years old, and he went through that, everything. He said, this is the most interesting thing I've read in a long time.
Good.
And I said, I know, because it was so old, and it had all these neat things in it. So, but now everybody goes and, let's just Google what we're having for supper tonight. But those old cookbooks, they're really cool. They really are. So I'm with you on that. Everything old is cool, almost, except us, maybe.
Well, I'm glad you brought the old is good because you talk about you're selling used equipment over there. Yeah. My wife is on me to clean out that space because you're not using it. Right.
This is true. And we take, as you know, we take guns on consignment. We will buy outright on occasion too, and sometimes people are in a certain position where we have to do this now, and you have to. I don't want to say get rid of, but there's always somebody out there that will be grateful to buy that gun, and or whatever else you have. We've got a huge reloading. Again, if you're in, we have just a whole lot of really nice reloading, metallic reloading, and shot shell reloading. So there's nothing wrong with used, and it's half the price of new on the reloading stuff. But firearms, of course, vary, and we guarantee our used firearms for 30 days. So, no harm, no foul. So,
What should we? Oh, no, keep going. You're on a roll.
No, I don't know. After you're the host. Right?
Oh.
You ask the questions, I answer, right?
Okay.
That's how this good goes, yeah.
Should we worry about something that was owned by a guy who had a title of great grandpa, great uncle? Is that too old?
It might be. We might have one that was like a year old and they didn't take care of it. So what we do is we make sure they fire. We tell you if they're safe to fire when they bring them in here. Obviously, we don't want to purchase or take something and trade. That's not going to work. So we go through them as best we can. But some things are simply too old, and a lot of people want to preserve that old gun. They come in for repairs. We can't get the parts anymore. It's a hard fact of life. We can't get the parts for Grandpa's gun. We wish we could, but we can't. There's just too many of them. So we run across that quite a bit too.
So maybe it's best to hang it on the wall.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes that's the cold, hard truth. Hang it on the wall and look at it and smile and nod and remember.
I remember when Grandpa caught a muskie with it. Oh.
Something like that.
That's a bad gun, isn't it? Okay. What else you got going on?
We have a whole shelf load of 9mm ammo on sale for $13.99.
You had to watch your adjective there, didn't you?
I did.
I know that word.
I really did. Oh my gosh! And we do have a lot of that on sale right now. 3 different kinds for $13.99. We got our steel shot in. As I said, we're bringing up the deer product now too, and we still we have an abundance of firearms on consignment in our back. If you like some real, just to look at some interesting guns, we do have a lot of those too. But we're stocking up the best we can. I strongly recommend if you're to get your ammo early this year. I'm not doing that to say scare people.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good idea. And I really do, because we're not experiencing too many shortages, but every day I get up and I don't trust the market. So if you know what you want, come in and get it. That's really, now's the time to buy.
Where do we find you?
We're on the corner of Ogden and Winter and Superior, 1705 Winter Street, right across from Thirsty Pagan Pizza, and we are here to help. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
She's fun. She's Pat Kukl, Superior Shooter Supply. Thank you. Good job. All right. Oh, time's a-flying. 9:35. This is the day we should go fishing, and I think I'm going to stop at Charleston's and get minnows, leeches, and crawlers. What do you think of that, John Charlstrom?
You don't need sunscreen today either.
No, we don't. You still have minnows, leeches, crawlers?
We are on our last couple packs of leeches, but we have we still do have leeches this morning, and we got crawlers, and we got a fresh truck of crappies and chubs yesterday, and we're ready for a weekend.
How deep are we fishing on our lakes? Of course, that varies from lake to lake, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're on Fish Lake, you're probably going to be dragging bottom about 15 feet to get into some fish, and Island, you might be down to 25.
Wow. How's fishing been? We've been out of touch here for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Fishing's been pretty good. I'm hearing some stuff's kind of switching over to fall mode, and we got some guys out there targeting the big guys with stick baits and doing okay.
Boy, I've just not had very good success on inland lakes with stick baits. Maybe it's me.
Well, I don't know, when you get into stick baits, and then you're also trying to figure out the right color patterns and stuff.
Yeah.
But kind of rule of thumb is like you get into the blues and purples when you're getting down into that 20-25 foot range, and those seem to be working pretty good. And if you're targeting some fish further up the water column, like 10 feet or so, and those orange patterns and green patterns seem to be pretty effective. But
okay,
yeah,
we'll give that a spin. Top water baits are fun for those crazy bass.
Yes, yeah, and if you're not having enough action with the walleyes, go play with some of those bass, and there's a lot of them, and they like this warm water, so that should be good action. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. We'll probably get out there this afternoon if we can find the lake. It's pretty foggy up there.
Yeah. It's a little fog rolled in with the temp change, but that's okay.
Now, we've been talking fishing here for the last few minutes, 10 minutes, but archery is starting to bloom, right?
Yes. I'm working the archery shop myself today, and I've just been tearing into some of the work orders that are waiting for me, and I get to do some arrow refletching today and a string job, and it's that time of year when the equipment needs some maintaining and some freshening up, and so you can bring in your old arrows, and we can put new fletchings on them, make them like brand new. We can take your old bow and put new strings on them and get it right back to factory specs.
Yep, we gotta start. Your turn.
Or definitely, you want to come and demo some of these new ones. I'll tempt you that way too.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the fall season. I notice a few trees turning a little bit.
Yeah, we're just a couple weeks away from deer opener, and September 1st is going to be our bear opener. So we got fall is it's right around the corner.
I'm just thinking of a deer thing. I had my black dog out years ago. We were walking some trails, and he said, "Oh, I'm going over here," and he dived down there, and some guy yelled out, "Hey, get this thing out of here. Almost shot it as a bear."
Oh, no.
Yeah. Close call. So be careful of things like that. Okay, Johnny, your hours, please.
Bait shop opens up every morning at 6, closes down at 8, and archery opens up at 9, and we've been closing archery down at 7.
All right. It's a good place to stop for coffee, too. Thanks, Johnny.
All right. Take care.
Good to talk with you. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Went around a corner, a little hill, and whoop, there was a hill that went down, and the dog said, "I'm going down there."
Oh, boy.
And this guy yelled, "He's almost shot your dog. Get him out of here." And some other words.
I suppose.
Can you imagine the words?
No.
Good, me either.
Not supposed to.
We better take a break.
9:41.
You're listening to KDAL's Fishing Frenzy with Rick Jordan.
And we are back along with John Jones from Snowbird Willie's.
John Jones, top of the morning.
Good morning, Rick.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. We've been fishing.
Have I been fishing?
Yeah.
No, but I'm going fishing on Monday down on Lake Michigan for just a little short trip. I got a little job down there, and I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go out fishing with a friend of mine and see what we can catch down there. Attaboy.
Go for lake trout? No?
Yeah. Well, I'll go for whatever he's taking me for because I've been totally unfamiliar with that area, and I'm just happy to get to go.
Okay. Well, bring some Pepsi and have fun in the boat.
I will do that. It might not be Pepsi though.
Oh, I don't want to hear about this now.
I know.
I hold you in high esteem.
Well, thank you. You as well.
We're lying to each other, aren't we?
We might be.
All right. What are you working on right now?
Well, right now I'm actually pounding nails and trying to get my building framed up so I can get the tin on it before winter because I feel like winter's on its way.
It is. I saw some of it when we were up at International Falls last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had 1-2 minutes of flurries, snow flurries.
Yeah, I lived up there for 2 years when I was in college, and it was cold.
Yep.
It was cold.
Well, it's close to the Arctic Circle. But we got to take care of our boats. I mean, you can't go out and buy a new one all the time when you need it repaired.
No, and with winter coming, we offer shrink wrapping and winterizations. My son runs around and does that. We do some of it here. We'll come to you if needed. So we're getting geared up for that, starting to get all our material lined up and get a plan. Because after Labor Day, people start calling and they want to put their stuff away. So that's coming up fast.
Yeah, it is. We are okay weather for now, but it's going to happen. So
it's going to happen.
Get it covered. I know you're pretty good at fixing covers.
Well, we fix them and we make them, but lately we've been doing a lot of repairs. People are using their boats right now, so it's kind of a time where we can get caught up on repairs on, every time a storm comes through, these lift tops get shredded, and we just fixed a mess of those yesterday. They tear apart at the seams, and then so we put them back together, and if we can't put them back together, we work with a nice little company out of South Dakota that they've got every pattern for every lift ever made, I think, and there's just a measuring sheet you fill out and get the brand right, and they send it to you, and it's pretty reasonable, and they're a brand new lift top, and they work out really nice. And it's a lot cheaper than if we were to make one from scratch, because it'd take a ton of time.
Yeah, I understand that for sure. How do we find you?
We're at 6660 Rice Lake Road, Duluth, Minnesota. You can find us on Facebook, Snowbird Willie's Boat Canvas and Upholstery, and you can call me at 218-940-1921.
Snowbird Willie's, just before you turn into Charlestrom's if you're coming from Duluth. No, I mean, in the landing. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right.
I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
Rick.
See you later.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
You bet. We got to take another break. 9:46.
Time now for a Natural Resources Minute, brought to you by the Minnesota DNR.
You can help keep the boating season fun and safe with these tips. Wear a life jacket. Leave alcohol on shore. It's the greatest factor in fatal boating accidents. Check your safety equipment before you head out. Own your wake to ensure you aren't a danger to other people or the environment. Brush up on the rules in the Minnesota Boating Guide. Take an online course to increase your knowledge. Adults need a boater safety certificate if they were born after June 30th, 2000. Youth 12 or older also need the certificate.
For more information, visit mndnr.gov or call 888-646-6367. This has been a Natural Resources Minute from the Minnesota DNR.
At 9:47, it is the Fishing Frenzy with Rick Jordan and Dave Miller now from Northwest Outlet.
Dave Miller, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Rick. Good morning, Dave, and good morning, everybody. And, you know, I feel this thing in my bones. The seasons are changing, and it's time to get out. It's time to start getting ready to get out and go hiking, cut firewood, just all of those good things that are coming up here. I really look forward to them.
I think I'll have my kids cut the firewood this year.
Well, you know, I don't know. It's just a little temperature change and whatever. But I was telling Mary on the way into town here today, I says, you know, it's getting to be time to start. Well, and two, I really like to go camping after the kids go back to school and after things kind of really settle down. That's the time to get out and start exploring some country, too.
Yep, that's a very good point. By the way, you're at Northwest Outlet in Superior, so we need some good deals. Come on.
Yeah, we got all kinds of special stuff going on right now. The end of the season final markdowns going on all the summer North Face and Columbia and just so many things, sandals, footwear, hats, socks. There's stuff going on, but we're also starting to gear up here now. Stuff's coming in the door every day for fall. I mean, there's some really nice flannel shirts, like $15 for a shirt or $20 for a shirt right now. There's specials going on, but all the camping gear, the Carhartt work clothes, in the area makes some really nice stuff too. So we're really kind of geared up to ready to help folks get out. I know that the Brule St. Croix chapter of the North Country Trail, they've got some special events going on and stuff happening, the Superior Hiking Trail. So if you're interested at all in any of those things, folks, check their websites and see what you can do to get out and explore, have fun, and help.
I like that idea. Where do we find you guys?
We are 1814 Belknap in Superior, right at the bottom of that viaduct. Come in. We're open from 9 until 6 weekdays, 9 to 5:30 on Saturdays. Ticks are still out there. They're hungry, so keep an eye out on them and get those kids outside. Have fun. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you much. Good job. 10 minutes before 10 times the flying. We got more on the Frenzy coming right up.
Back with the Friday Fishing Frenzy, and we got Chad on the phone. Rick?
Hey, good morning, Chad. How are you?
Morning. Good, Rick. How about yourself?
Good. We haven't talked to you for a while.
It has been, but this time of season, this is when we start getting busy and things start moving and shaking at 218 Marine Detail.
218 Marine Detail. Where do we find you?
We're at 5056 Rice Lake Road, right across from Charlestrom's Bait and Tackle.
You're on the right-hand side, headed north.
Yes. Yeah, we have a 9,600 square foot facility that you can keep your boat, have it detailed through the winter. We have a nice heated shop there. It's 9,600 square feet, 80 by 120 with 16-foot sidewalls. So that way we can take in Lake Superior boats. We get a 16-foot garage door there, so that way you don't have to take down your radar tower and, all that headache. So we try to make it as easy for the clients as we can. I'm just thinking about, that's a big door. I like it. And, of course, we do have big boats on Lake Superior. Oh, yeah. This way, if you can take it down the road, you can put it in our building. Well, this is cool. So do we need to call for an appointment? Yes, actually, right now with we actually last year we filled up. We were almost full last year, so that was I was pretty impressed with that. We were really happy with it. We had a lot of boats to work on throughout the winter, detailing them inside and out, hull, buff, wax. But right now we are taking reservations. We ask for a $500 non-refundable deposit. And once you have that locks your boat, camper, car, even motorcycles, anything on wheels or you can pull in there. We can go ahead and take care of it, get it detailed. So when you pull it out May 1st, it's ready to go.
Can you get those doggone dock scars off my black boat?
I can. Actually, I did that for a client just last week. There was some rubbing on it, but he came back and he looked at it and he's like, "You got to be kidding me." He was so happy with it, and then we buffed it out and washed it, and those marks we can get out if they're just a rub mark.
Yeah.
If it's a gouge, well, that's that creates more work, but we can take care of that too.
Yeah, I had a neighbor a few years ago one time that said, hey, he had a great idea. He was going to use real light sandpaper. Bad idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a right and a wrong way to do it, and I've run into people with their boats, and they started out with the wrong way, which they just didn't know, and that's unfortunate. But we're able to take care of them and get it as close to new as they want. I mean, our summers are short enough as it is, so if you can pull your boat out of a facility and it's ready to hit the water, that's our main goal there.
That is cool. So you're right across from Charleston, but I'll be honest, if you're going fast, you can zip past your driveway pretty easily.
Yeah, we got a 4-foot by 6-foot sign. It's blue, white, and another shade of blue on it. It says 218 Marine Detail right there, right out in front. But, if you look at Charleston, just take a quick look to your right. You'll see where we're at. And then you can look us up on Facebook, 218 Marine Detail. Start following us there. You can see all the work that we've done in the past. We just opened up last July 1st, and we had a shout out to all of our clients. Thank you, for your business, and we're glad that you're happy with our work. And some came back midsummer. Good. Kids had too big of a party, and mom and dad decided, what, we need our carpet cleaned up. They made a mess of our pontoon or our boat over the weekend, and they bring it back, and we doll it all back up, and they leave happy campers.
Well, I can't imagine kids doing that.
I know, right? Yeah. I've never done it.
What's your phone number in case someone wants to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can reach us at 218-940-8844. You can look us up on our website at 218marinedetail.com or follow us on Facebook, 218 Marine Detail.
We got to run. Thank you for coming back on the air. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Take care. We'll talk soon.
We'll be back.
All right, 9:55 at KDAL.
Matt King joins us. Fisherman's Corner. Top of the day to you.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. We were up at Rainy Lake last week. Sorry, I didn't get to stop in.
How was the fishing?
Legally, I must say, very good. We caught our limits.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Illegally, we might have been over limit.
Kip's going to like you.
Oh, that's a good one. How's your fishing been? What do you hear?
I'm out fishing right now with a charter. We've got 4 lake trout and 2 walleyes.
Wow.
Nice size fish, though.
What depth?
We're getting them from about 15 feet down to about 30 feet down.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. It's been an okay morning. It started off slow, and then it was pretty decent. And now we're a little lull here. I'm hoping to get going back into an area here where we've been getting them, and hopefully some fish will bite here, and we'll pull in a few more before we got to head in.
Good. Where'd you put in?
My boat's out of Barker's there, okay. So it was super foggy this morning when we came out. You could hardly see it all. And now the fog is burning off. Got pretty good visibility right now.
Okay, what kind of lures are you using?
We're using some, let's see, a bunch of stick baits, salmos and scatter wraps, and then some Creative Touch spoons and Jim's Flashback spoons.
Oh, pretty. What colors?
Today has been more green, Fire Tiger, and purple, and pink.
Pink?
So kind of a mixture.
Wow, that is a different bag.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about, what have you heard up there at the store, fishing?
It's been all right. I haven't heard anything gangbusters, but it's been okay. We're trying to get, guys are trying to get back into that minnow bite again, and we're struggling to get those sucker minnows. We got crappies and chubs, but sucker minnows now, it's been about a month now. There hasn't been many to come by, so I hope that changes for the fall because guys really like those bigger minnows for the fall.
We lucked out up at Rainy Lake last week. Some guy gave us a couple of tins of leeches.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we got leeches still.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Leeches and crawlers, and it's... hopefully we'll get some big suckers in, though, so guys can go after them bigger fish here this fall.
Well, we got to scoot, as the music tells us there. You keep a tight line, be safe out on the big lake, have fun.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you next week, Rick.
Matt King, you betcha. We'll get more time for you. Whew, Dave, that was a busy day.
It was, but a fun day at that.
Good to be back.
And now it's time to go fishing.
Okay.
Stick around. I got a Best of Bruce Siskey show right after news next.